Come in for Scry today. Let's see what adventure awaits. Chosen by you, influencers. Hello, my name is Steph. If you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic support or a little inspiration today. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. We're going to draw our muse from the influencers that you guys have chosen. There's lots. Look at them. A lifetime of inspiration. We'll drop some ink, scrying for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on some tarot and oracle. And where Mr. Ghosty here is, we have GhostTube kicking for any audio editions from the afterlife that may further add to our abstract and ancient auric adventures. Overall, pleased to receive or release freely. Once again, thank you so much for being here, for your time, attention, and awareness, as your presence and perspective is powerful. All right, let's dig in. Let's go.
What year is it?
We are in 2025. You are welcome to fast forward at any point in time. Remember, you've got the power. Let's take a look here. See where we're going. Okay. So we are... Oh, we're going to Wonderland. Whoever shared with us Wonderland. Let us go to Wonderland. All right. I'm just going to put you off to the side here. Thank you, thank you. To Wonderland we go. Actually, I probably didn't need to like smush that up. We'll leave that there. All right. You know, it's a new book again. If this bores you at all, this part of the process, but always remember, you can pause, revisit, replay. Just also a reminder, if you're here, we're here to create a masterpiece, less worrying about... We're here to create a portal, less worrying about making a masterpiece. Sorry, I'm just... There we go, thank you. Always feel well to comment below what you see, sense, or feel, as your reflections do expand the Scry experience. Drop an emoji, whatever feels good to you. All right. I'm going to pitter-patter get out of here. It's always a risk when I just leave inks open.
Why?
So, because cats, myself, like a bowl in a china shop, just sometimes they tip over and then it's like a panic to collect all the ink. In a panic. All right, what else do we got over there? Thank you. Oh, okay. So that's going off. Is there something? That's the magnetometer meter. I don't know if I set it off. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there's just something kicking around. I feel like there's things I should be saying, but I'll let you enjoy the silence. Thank you. Would you like to swing on a star?
Bathroom.
Carry moonbeams home in a jar and be better than you are. There's lots of ink in this one. Or would you like to be a fish?
Purgatory.
Oh my dear. Are you in purgatory? Okay, we're good. I got a different one. Just about ready, guys. Just about ready.
You shouldn't be here.
All right. Well, we're heading to Wonderland, so sorry, not sorry. It's where we're going. When you're ready, take a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of anyone here at any time. Thank you, Wonderland, for being our muse, and may we all meet a message with meaning. Ooh, that's a big old blot. All right, if you do take a screenshot, personal use only, but feel well to scry in your own time. Who are you? Oh my goodness. Okay. She stood out right away. There's 2 eyes and a mouth. Like those are the lips, more close like that.
Disagree.
Okay, well, you can disagree all you want, but if you're going to be difficult, then that's a you thing. Oh, look at this shadowy mess. It's almost like Wonderland has a wasteland too. And maybe sometimes when we step into the wonderland of all that is of imagination, we can forget that it is a shadowland of sorts. There are jewels.
Shovel.
I feel like you're very loud. There are jewels. And there's these markings. They look like hands. Little handprints. Okay, so I'm getting ready to travel. I'm doing this. Almost like taking a deep breath. But I feel like I'm being called. That, like if somebody else was doing that, making that sound or an energy at land, like a vortexy, and I'm like just drawn into it. It's like I'm worried about being engulfed or something along that lines. I don't know that I'm worried per se. There's a different gem amongst this gem. I don't know if I'm looking at an earring. Oh, these 2 are talking to each other in here. I am hearing a joke happening. A llama walks into a bar and talks to a crow. I don't know the joke. What does the llama say? And the crow's like, caw, and the llama spits on me. Like, I don't know. There's a joke going on over here. It's quite hilarious, I'll be honest with you. But you know, like if you're listening to a joke outside, you're not in the conversation of a joke, it doesn't make sense or it's out of context. So you might just hear a joke, but you don't know it's a joke, or somebody else doesn't know it's a joke, or it's supposed to be funny or comic relief, something along that lines. There are feathers. These feathers are very specifically yellow and white. Oh, I am like touching the sky here. There's an energy right here. Touching the sky. I feel like I'm in Never Never Land. I'm in a deep dream state. I feel like I'm a little boy or a little girl. Could be inner child. And I am looking upon this land. There's a whole little land in here. If I was playing with the dollhouse, so it's a house, but the scope of said house, say, is like this big, and I'm looking at all the tiny rooms and, putting the furniture in. But I, as me, even as a child, I'm massive compared to this house. And this is what it's like. It could also be like a mansion of the mind kind of feel. There's something happening in my ears. I feel like I have a person that might think that my ear, if they were like climbing up, like a mountain climber, and they hit my ear and they're like, oh, it's a cave. And then they go in my ear. I could say earworm.
Cigar.
But I don't know that it is. Because it feels like a person. This little mountain climber. I'm suddenly talking to the man in the moon. There's a face in here. And I didn't know this face was. It's like seeing a rock face. And you don't know that the rock or the bark of a tree until it comes into view. And then suddenly you can see the shape, right? It's like scrying or cloud scrying, whatever the case is. So it's like I'm looking down like a pond, like in that dollhouse of sorts. And little do I know and realize there's a face looking at me, and it looks like a rock formation or what I think is a wall. And the wall starts talking to me. Now, I have a guardian spirit animal with me that is significantly larger, like extends out, because I feel like this
They're here.
attention of innocence, a curiosity is important to nurture. But in lieu, I have this connection to the spirit animal that's protecting me. Just spilt ink all over the place. Isn't that kind of like in Wonderland? With the bottle or something, with all the crying, and then she starts sailing the tears, which becomes the ocean. Something along that lines. There's a feather duster. So there's a feather here and then feather dusters. Also something about pom-poms. Okay.
It's impossible.
So imagine if this... It kind of feels like a Maleficent kind of feel. Yeah, okay. And imagine my eyes were in the shape of hands, and like my fingers are eyelashes, but they can like give direction. So I might be talking to you, with you, and I'm like, oh, da 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 da, but my eyelashes, which are fingers, like Thing from Addams Family, are doing something. It's a little distracting, but once I get used to it, it's like noticing somebody's blinking, and that's a language. So there's all these things happening at the same time, and I'm trying to get my bearings and my footing. Okay. All right. We'll add on some cards along the way. Thank you if you did like, share, and subscribe. And we will flip it if you're part of the Secreteur Society, the second tier, or you can visit us in Vimeo. Okay, a daffodil, and there's a ring, a gold diamond ring. Is it a diamond? Maybe it's like, it's a daffodil that's really gold. It's like if gold could move around like a flower, the fluidity of a flower. There's I think it's a doctor dude. Thank you. I think it's a doctor dude. He is made of lynx, so he can grow really, really tall. I can hear him. It sounds like metal. And I can hear him changing forms. And he has some kind of glasses on.
Danielle.
I think he might be helping me, even though he looks a little maybe it's the Mad Hatter kind of concept. Not that I try, our muses are always kickoffs, less trying to, dictate what's right or wrong or this, that, or the other. They're kickoffs to get us farther, bigger, beyond the ordinary. There's a woman here, her butt's sticking out, but she's helping this energy here. Is this a mother-like figure? She has like phoenix hair. It kind of feels like a... kind of like a Hades. or maybe a Persephone. I don't know, something along that lines. But she's helping me, and she has a skirt on that accentuates her hourglass figure. Hourglass figure. She's doing something to the top of my head. Ish. It's almost like I'm getting a shampoo with this Phoenix. Imagine if like Phoenix was in a shampoo bottle. Like that was a kind of shampoo. Phoenix Fire or something like that. Phoenix Clean or something. Something like that. There's a poodle. Yeah, there's a poodle in there, a purple poodle. I'm also going through an adventure here. I'm under a carpet, and this carpet becomes the ocean, and I'm under the floor of the ocean or water or lake. I'm under it. Where am I going to lead to? Oh, I come back to here. Interesting. Two of Cups. It's like there's two versions of me. This inner child, and maybe even like an inner adolescence, if I may. Or it could be your adult, whatever the case is. Maybe when you were young, to now that you're a little bit older. I wish I was a little bit taller. Do you see all this like juju coming out of the fingertips? But also that Phoenix hair wash. This is a... Okay, hold on. Thank you.
Only for you.
I'm holding hands. This could be shadow, subconscious, call it whatever you will, or literally a friend that you have that you made along the way that, like if you've ever done a journey or medicine or a dream share. And I know I've said it in my comments a lot, like, let's hold hands. Let's hold hands as we go through this together. And there's something really sincere about that, because the filling of each other's cups or bowls, gold, it like enhances the multidimensional nature simply by acknowledging camaraderie or companionship, something along that lines. Because this whole world down here, remember when I was talking about the ear before? And there's like that little mountain climber. Now I'm in it. I'm in the ear. And now I'm in like a cave. And this ear is a whole canal, but I'm seeing it as a cave. What is something unexplored? Northern lights exist here. It's like that's what the background of all of this is about, the northern lights. This is its own adventure. This is its own thing. It's deep within. Okay, thank you. It draws me to come up here. I've got my head down. There's things happening at the back of my head. That Mad Hatter kind of doctor person is looking for something. It's like when somebody looks into your ear with one of those light things, or they look at the back of your throat or up your nose or something like that, but they're at the back of my head. There's black feathers. Lots of feathers here happening. Why is that bird squawking? That's standing out for one reason or another. Why is it squawking? There's somebody spying. Do you know what it makes me feel like? It makes me feel like I am in The Truman Show, or God in the God of greater observing or greater operating device or deity. I'm being observed. Okay, because you're outside of the bounds of something. And I don't like saying that, but I do like to connect with you, but I do try to stay in it. And then you can plop in and put you and I together. It's all the same thing. You're outside of like the city limits of Wonderland. And this is where I could say, as I said in the beginning, it's like the wastelands, but I don't mean that in an insulting way. I don't know if it's not yet built, or this is where different energies reside, less familiar, appearing less kind. It's coming back into that maleficent. I think I've seen it like once. So something's misunderstood. But amongst that, there are these beings that live in the light. There's somebody skiing. They have 2 skis. They have a backpack on, and they're like skiing around. Is the skier the spy? I don't know. If a bird and a fish merged, this is how I'm seeing this. Not in that skier, something separate. Clifford the big red dog. Clifford the big red dog. These are now turning into trees and mountains. And this is a big castle of sorts. And I'm right here, and we are together holding hands because there are 2. And we radiate a very specific signal or signature. And I think it's like because we're getting closer. And imagine like if in the Wizard of Oz, like the flying monkeys, these crows or whatever they are, maybe the symbol crows means something to you and it tells you something, right? Alerts you to something. But in this case, it's alerting this other energy to come forward. And something starts being prepared because you're going to make it, or you will go through this dream state, you will go through this adventure, whatever the case is. It's because anyone who seems to have previously gone here before, they came as an attack, or this space of Wonderland is to be conquered. So there are a hesitancy about stranger dangers, because how are you coming in? What's your signature? And because your signature is already known by this larger castle of consciousness that stays in the shadows for a reason, they're preparing for your visit because you will not misunderstand it. It's like going through the dark forest of a fairy tale. There might be these things along the way that are meant to frighten, because that's what they do, because historically there's been an attack or something like that, or a deeming of, because they're outside of the bounds of the city of Wonderland. Does this make sense? So here we are standing here. And all those, it's like they're following us. These crows will follow us. I don't know that they're crows in the way we know crows here on Earth, but they're in the same kind of realm. Okay, so I got to jump over there for a second. There is a spy following you. So they're actually these observing people, places, energies. You and I have come in together, like we're here, and we're going to step in. But this energy is aware that we may have what are those? When people ride your coattails, or again, they think you're bugged. So here's the weird thing about this being bugged thing, because we were talking about the ear, or that there's something on you. Now, you may not even know that it's on you, but maybe it is. I don't know. Something along the lines. It's weird. Whatever these awarenesses, energies are of this, we'll call it rural or suburbia of Wonderland. I'm not really sure. they're aware. Again, there's something about our signatures that it's not about purity, but it's almost like more of an interdimensional intent. So they're aware we may not even know, but still it needs to be told. And now I'm in the Matrix when he gets in the car and they take the bug out of his belly and he didn't even know it was there. Or did he? I don't know. And it could, maybe it's some sort of tracking device. Yeah, I feel bad when I feel that. Nine of Swords. Again, look at all those birds. But then it only takes one of the light to diminish the others. Somebody's made me feel like I've done something wrong. Or maybe I'm assuming that. I'm assuming that as my own. Like, I feel bad that maybe I brought this earworm. I didn't know where this tracking device into this land. Like, I feel bad. King of Pentacles. It's perfectly okay. It's always been... There's always been an awareness. There's something written somewhere. I know this is so witchy. Did I just put ink all over me? You were told stories from when you were a child about this place. It doesn't have to be Wonderland verbatim, but whatever that is for you. You were told stories about this. You felt it. Maybe you dreamt about it when you were a child.
It's inside.
This room kind of gives me that God vibe as well. Or just, a bearded man. Pick a deity, your favorite deity, belief system. Follow your white rabbit. I am seeing a hamster as well. If a hamster means anything to you. It's something about the story. It was always written. What is that show? The Magicians, maybe? The Magicians. There's a book there, and it turns out that it's real. Maybe you're writing a book about this, or writing something about your journeys, or you're reading somebody else's that inspires you.
Strong.
Okay, there's somebody that I'm interacting with right now. They're very tall. They helped call us here. They helped shine a light on something for us to find something. Or like to find the opening. He or she works with what we would call ogres.
Kathleen.
There's a little witch in there as well. The Hermit and the Moon. And this perfectly placed, I want to put in these two spots here. Each having the light shining where to be, how to get here, how to get here. The Hierophant's on the bottom, and there's the stairs. Yeah, laughing. I love to love. It's like, imagine if this character, they have like a cloud that follows them, but it's not like of anything. It's like power, like one of those certain kinds of lightning. So it's like, I don't know, static lightning or something like that. It's like, I want to say mother, son, father, moon here versus you know, sun, we usually depict masculine, and the moon, we depict
Friend.
feminine. And these are opposite, reflective. The structure here works different, but it's familiar enough for you to take the stairs. Oh, there's that, like, a certain kind of lightning or something like that. And he's right in there. Someone or something is trying to ensure you make it all the
Spirit
way.
guide.
Oh, that's lovely. Is that a spirit guide up there? With this power, certain kind of lightning. All right, let's add on a few oracle cards, and then I will get ready to flip it. Thank you to whomever. If you want to take credit, you can totally say so in the comments below. But if not, it's okay. I'm just so grateful that we are here together, having our adventures, and you're helping to steer the channel. Fulfillment, yeah, you will get to where you're going. Let me tell you something about my best friend. Summon. It's like someone told me, oh, you don't want to go there. It's so scary. It's dangerous. This, that, or the other. I'm not trying to be ignorant to say you're wrong. You're lying. Maybe that was their experience. And that's what was historically recorded as and I'm not saying maybe you feel like exempt from, but I don't really get that feeling. I just feel like I have, it's part of my nature. It's part of my nature, and maybe to a little bit by not going here or going outside of the city limits, however this might land with you, that it feels a little, I don't want to be angry about that, but I can understand, but I don't want to be angry listening, because it's like that show The Magicians, I'm pretty sure. What does this card say? I gotta get out my Scry because I can't read that. Darkness does not always create or equate to evil, and light does not always bring good. Oh, okay, there you go. You will fulfill whatever this is for you.
Wand.
I know that dog is in here as well, that wolf or that dog. I saw it quickly in here somewhere. I think also sometimes you wonder about Wonderland. Whatever your Wonderland is. I also want to note the stairs of the Hierophant and the Hermit. They might even lead similarly to the same place, but I want to note like one's dark, one's light, and then with that advice that we've gotten there. So imagine in this Hermit card, like, you know, like, ooh, and there's the light of the daffodils that are gold and they illuminate, like, oh, it's so beautiful the way I feel it. But then put that card in there, like this leads up and around the scary castle, and this one leads up to the light. They're both the same place. It's like one's the front door, one's the back door. Not everyone may know about this. Maybe everyone knows about this. Maybe not everyone knows about this, but everyone tells stories of this
Kimberly.
so that you don't go there. Do you know what I'm saying? Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. I am going to head over to the flip side. If you'd like to join us, the links are below in the description box, and if I remember, the comment section. I love you. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon for another adventure brought by you. So much love.